For 7 days, Bryson DeChambeau wouldn't touch the one question everyone wanted answered. Then on Monday, he answered a completely different one. And his answer was a date in December, a country on the other side of the world, and a tournament he has never played in his career. The question he dodged started on August 12th, when Mikayla Demaiter posted a set of photos to her Instagram. In them, she's standing in front of an open closet, shelves stacked with shoes, hats, and, fans noticed almost instantly, multiple Crushers GC caps. That's the LIV Golf team DeChambeau captains, and within hours the internet had stitched together a full timeline. It started the week before, at LIV Golf New York, played at Trump National Bedminster. Demaiter was there, photographed with a LIV Golf guest pass around her neck. A Crushers cap turned up in the background of a photo taken in her hotel room that same week. DeChambeau and Demaiter follow each other on Instagram, a detail fans kept circling back to. Then on Sunday, she posted a picture of an oceanside golf course to her story, and that was enough to send the theories into overdrive. The reaction online was immediate. "Is she at Bryson's house?" one fan asked. Another simply wrote his name underneath the photo. But neither DeChambeau nor Demaiter has said a word about any of it, no confirmation, no denial, from either camp. So for now, the connection is still just speculation dressed up as evidence. Here's who she actually is, though. Demaiter is 26, a Canadian model and digital creator with more than 3 million followers on Instagram and another 1.2 million on X. Before any of that, she was a competitive hockey goalie for the Blue Water Hawks in Ontario's Provincial Women's League, until a serious knee injury ended her playing career at just 19. She previously dated former NHL forward Curtis Gabriel. DeChambeau is 32, and he has always kept this side of his life quiet. He dated nurse Sophia Phelan Bertolami from 2018 to 2020, then former University of Texas golfer Hunter Nugent. And that split was confirmed by Nugent herself in September 2022. He's also been linked, never confirmed, to golfer and influencer Lilia Schneider, after the two were spotted together at a LIV event in Chicago. So that's the personal question, and it's still wide open. The professional one isn't. Because what DeChambeau actually confirmed this week wasn't a relationship. It was a tournament entry. And honestly, that single piece of news says more about where professional golf stands right now than any closet photo ever could. On August 17th, DeChambeau posted a video alongside Gary Player, the 90-year-old South African legend who hosts the Nedbank Golf Challenge, announcing that he'll play the event this year. Player said he was absolutely delighted, that South African crowds loved watching DeChambeau earlier this year, and that his power, passion, and commitment to the game continue to inspire fans everywhere. He called him a true global champion of golf. The Nedbank Golf Challenge runs December 3rd through the 6th at Gary Player Country Club in Sun City, co-sanctioned by the DP World Tour and the Sunshine Tour, marking the 44th edition. The defending champion returns, hoping to become just the 8th player ever to successfully defend the title. DeChambeau joins an early field that already includes world number 12 Justin Rose, South Africa's Casey Jarvis fresh off back-to-back DP World Tour wins, and Marco Penge, a 3-time DP World Tour winner in 2025. DeChambeau explained his reasoning himself. "South Africa has given so much to golf," he said, "and so has Gary Player, whose influence he called a genuine force for good. He said it's an honor to play there again, that he's already won Jack Nicklaus's tournament and Arnold Palmer's tournament, and now he wants to win Gary Player's too." But here's the part almost nobody was actually discussing. This is DeChambeau's first confirmed start outside LIV Golf as he heads into free agency next week. Unlike several of his European LIV teammates, he hasn't played a DP World Tour event in years. His last one was back in 2022, and the DP World Tour just announced that starting after 2026, LIV players won't be allowed to compete in its events at all, with fines and suspensions attached. The Nedbank Challenge happens to fall in the first week of December, which puts DeChambeau's entry inside that window rather than outside it. The bigger picture matters more than either headline alone. DeChambeau was supposed to walk into this offseason holding all the leverage, either forcing LIV into a massive guaranteed contract or using that leverage to negotiate his way back to the PGA Tour on favorable terms. Instead, with LIV's finances in genuine trouble, he has almost none. He's said he'd love a future where he can play both tours, but nothing suggests the PGA Tour is moving off its one-tour-only stance. His results this season haven't helped either. Missed cuts at the Masters, the PGA Championship, and the US Open. A tie for 14th at the Open, a week derailed by a two-shot penalty for improving his intended swing area, dropping him from one shot off the lead into a tie for 5th. He tied for 38th individually at Bedminster, though his Crushers team still won the event anyway, their 11th team title in league history. His last individual win came back in March in Singapore, and he's far from the only one eyeing an exit. Reports surfaced this week claiming Indianapolis LIV season finale will be Jon Rahm's final event before a return to the PGA Tour. The terms being floated are steep: a $25 million charity fine, a public apology, no access to signature events unless he earns his way in, and no sponsor exemptions at all. Compare that to Brooks Koepka's return under the PGA Tour's amnesty program, which cost him a $5 million donation and 5 years without equity. Rahm, DeChambeau, and Cameron Smith all had a shot at that same program, and all three turned it down before the deadline closed. The Tour's own commissioner has said that door isn't reopening for anyone else. Not everyone is buying the Rahm report just yet. Some outlets are calling it premature, while others insist a deal already exists but simply can't be formalized while he's still under LIV contract. Either way, Rahm has been LIV's best player for 3 straight seasons, sits atop its career money list, and is now also one of its largest unpaid creditors, owed millions in deferred pay. All of this traces back to April, when Saudi Arabia's public investment fund pulled future funding after 4 years and hundreds of millions burned building the league. LIV was reportedly losing more than $100 million a month at its peak. The league insists it's found a new lead investor, with terms expected to close by September, promising a restructured LIV 2.0 with fewer events, smaller purses, and players finally holding real equity. But right now, players are still waiting to get paid from Bedminster, vendors are reportedly owed money too, and insiders describe a hard deadline around September 1st before the whole plan risks falling apart. So while everyone else spent the week zooming in on a closet photo, DeChambeau was quietly booking a flight to South Africa. Because come December, that tee time in Sun City might be one of the very few things in his career that's actually guaranteed.